Hello, welcome to our show Wireless News. I'm Roberta Prescott and I'm at CTIA. And I talk with John Sims. He's president for SAP Mobile Service. Nice to have you here.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Let's start talking about the launch SAP is doing at the show, the new solution called SAP Consumer Insights 365. What is that?
It's a brand new service that we're bringing to the market where basically what we're trying to do is to help consumer products companies, retailers, marketing agencies understand the behavior patterns of mobile consumers. Today, that's not really very well understood, and we're trying to help them get that kind of insight.
And regarding telecom operators, why do you want to partner with the carriers so you can analyze data they already have? Is that it?
So in the networks, these operators create a record every time one of us clicks on an application or a web link or those kinds of things. And so we want to be able to take that data anonymized, so we want to protect privacy in all regards, and take that data, take it into the cloud, use our SAP HANA platform, which is an in-memory computing platform that's 12,000 times faster than conventional disk technology, to be able to give analytics into the data and provide to these enterprises insight into what the consumer behavior patterns are.
And are you running all of this cloud-based?
Yes, it's all a cloud-based service. So we would get feeds from the operators, we'd bring it into the cloud, we would apply the analytics, and then we would sell the access on a subscription basis then to these enterprises.
And from where do you collect this telecom data? I mean, from network, from CRM system? How do you mix everything together to further analyze them?
Yeah, so it's the basic data comes from the network elements. It gets enriched by the operator because they add some demographic information to the data before they anonymize it. So we want to know whether, for example, it's a male or a female. We want to know what age band the person may fall into. We want to know some general information about their home location. But we don't want to know their specific home location. So, for example, in the US, we might ask for the first 2 digits of the zip code only. So we could identify a general sort of location, but not specific. And so they will enrich it with that kind of information, which generally speaking will come from CRM-like systems. And then they anonymize the data, so they take out the phone number and any other identifying features, and then they pass the data to us.
And why would telecom operators partner with SAP? And I mean, how can they increase their revenue by adopting the solution?
Well, I think there's a few things. First of all, why would enterprises want to come to SAP for such insight? They don't want to, some of these companies are global brands. They do business in lots of countries. And they don't want to have to deal with hundreds of operators around the world to be able to get this kind of insight. So they would like that to be simplified. And so we can do that by being that source. On the operator side, the operators want to be able to connect with these enterprises, but for the most part, they haven't really gotten to the point where they're selling these kinds of services to enterprises. SAP has 238,000 enterprise customers in 130 countries across 25 industries and a very large sales force. So we can provide them that extension they need with the industry expertise and the line of business expertise to be able to connect to the right people in the enterprise. And then we will effectively share the revenue back with the operator. So they get to make money from data that they're basically not utilizing or underutilizing today.
Mobile has become a very important vertical for SAP from enterprise point of view, solutions for enterprise, and now this new solution. What can we expect from near future regarding SAP becoming more and more mobile?
Well, SAP is really driving its growth through 3 areas of innovation. We're driving it through the cloud, and the company in the last year or so, year and a half, bought a company called SuccessFactors, which is cloud-based human capital management capabilities, and also Ariba Networks, so for business-to-business networking. And so we have staked out a very substantial place in the cloud. And then the second area of growth is around in-memory computing. and to be able to go after very big data and do it in a way that is very timely, so almost real time. And the reason we do that in the big data space is because mobile is driving huge amounts of data, just from the 6+ billion subscribers in the world, and then also when you start to consider the Internet of Things and all these other devices that are going to be connected into the mobile infrastructure. So that's the second area. And then the third area is mobility. We know that all the businesses who are our customers are experiencing their employees walking through the door living on mobile devices, and those businesses need to extend to those employees. And their customers, the consumers that buy from these businesses, are also spending a lot more time in the mobile environment. And so for those businesses to be successful, they need to be able to project themselves and engage and do business with people in a mobile environment.
And what do enterprise do with all this data, the brands, I mean?
Yeah, so these consumer products companies, let's say, for example, they would use the insight that they get from this to be able to better target their marketing campaigns, whether that's advertising campaigns or offers that they're making to these mobile consumers. Today, we know at a macro level, on a global basis, there's about $500 billion spent on advertising through traditional forums, online, and so on. 2% gets spent on mobile. So we know that is really low compared to how much time consumers are spending using mobile devices. So I don't know whether the number should be 30% or 40 or 50%, but I know it should be a lot more than 2%. And so we're helping these enterprises then be able to more effectively target and drive some of their advertising towards the mobile consumer.
So it can drive in somehow the mobile advertisement and to boost carriers on this new vertical?
Yeah, I mean, an example would be if I'm a mobile consumer and somebody's serving me up ads for tennis, but I don't play tennis, I have no interest in tennis. That's kind of a waste of their money in sending me that ad or that offer, and it's kind of an annoyance to me as a consumer. But if they know that I play golf and they want to send me golf ads or offers, then they're more likely to complete a process, and they're more likely to be viewed by me as a brand I want to engage with. So it's creating that connection between the brand company and the consumer who has a desire to buy. So we're trying to put that together at the point of that person making a decision.
Thank you.